Good morning, friends. Back on rope this beautiful morning, knocking out them 660s. Woo! Misstep. Well, check out this next video. I'll keep working my way through them NCRC skills checklist. Enjoy. Hello, friends. Today we're going to combine two skills, ascending and descending. We're going to do a changeover. I'm going to show it with a rappel rack as well as a Petzl rig, which could represent something like the Petzl stop. Remember, these are just a way to do this. It is not the way to do this. You have to learn what works best for you and always follow the manufacturer's best practices when using this equipment. All right, check it out. The first method I'm going to show is a changeover from ascent to descent with a full rack. If I was climbing up the rope, for some reason I decided that I wanted to go back down. I carry a second hand ascender on a lanyard. Sometimes this is called a QAS. I always carry one when I'm carrying a full rack. It makes these procedures easier for me. I've installed my right hand ascender. I now have 2 points of connection. I'm going to push my right hand ascender up nice and tight, stand up, take my chest ascender off, and sit down slowly on my right hand ascender. I am now going to install my rack. I like to install it nice and high on the rope. I hold that tail end up to keep tension. All the bars are installed. I'm going to tie the rack off per the manufacturer instructions. My hand ascender is in my left hand ascender is in an appropriate area that when I take my right hand ascender off, that this lanyard does not become tension. As I sit down, I was mindful to watch this carabiner and make sure that there was no cross-loading. I'm now going to function test my rappel rack, always keeping control of the tail end of the rope. I feed an inch or two through the rack. I made sure that it functions appropriately. I'm going to retie the rack off. I'm going to remove my left hand ascender, stow it away. Now I'm going to go ahead and rappel back down to the ground. Whee! Now, for some reason, I decided I didn't want to go down anymore. I'm going to go ahead and tie off my rack. I'm going to change over to ascent. To do that, I reinstall my hand ascender. Left hand ascender first. Go ahead and put my foot loop on. And now, because I have this other hand ascender, I'm going to install this on the rope next, above my left hand ascender with the foot loop. As I step up, I'm going to push up tension on my right hand ascender and sit down slowly, watching that connection point. My rack has now become free. I'm going to disconnect the rack. All right, now at this point, I could just Texas climb up the rope, but because I like the frogging method a little bit easier, I'm going to put my chest ascender on. I'm going to step up and take tension and go ahead and pull the rope through my chest ascender. Sit down slowly. I'm now hanging from the chest ascender. I can remove my right hand ascender. stow that away, and now I'm back in my frog system, ready to climb on up. Okay. That's a changeover with a full rack. All right, now we're gonna do our changeovers with a Petzl rig. This would, in the recreational world, be compared to the Petzl stock. So I'm ascending up the rope. All right, I've encountered something that I wanna go back down the rope. So I'm gonna go ahead and install my descender just below my croll onto the main line. I've installed my device. I'm now gonna go ahead and stand up. I'm keeping track that this hand ascender and this lanyard stay close enough to the croll that they don't become weighted when I do this changeover. I'm gonna stand up slowly. I took my croll off. I close the gate immediately. As I sit down, I pull some of this slack out of the device and I sit down. I was keeping note that I watch this connection point and make sure that it doesn't cross-load. I'm going to do a safety check on my descender. I went ahead and ran a couple inches through the device and I know that it's rigged correctly. I can now take my hand ascender off the rope, store it away, and now I can descend the rest of the way. All right, I'm descending and I decided for some reason that I want to go back up the rope. To do this, I take my hand ascender with my foot loop and I install it above my descender. I put my foot loop in and now I'm going to stand up and I'm going to install my croll on the rope above the descender. It takes practice. I've now installed that. I can go ahead and take off the descender. And now I'm ready to ascend up the rope. And there we go. That's a changeover with a device such as a Petzl rig. Remember, all these methods, you have to figure out what works best for your body weight, your body type, and how the gear functions for you. And remember, you got to practice, 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 and follow the manufacturer's instructions. All right, have fun out there. All right, friends, here comes the end of the rope. Ooh, hope you all enjoyed that video. Hope you're all enjoying all of them. Ooh, for the dismount, there we go. Awesome, well, I'll keep making them. I've heard from a few people that they're making a difference, which is awesome. And so go out, do some push-ups, sit-ups. I'm gonna do 2 more 660s. And if you need some healthy food, give Courtney and I a call. We grow and sell fresh microgreens here in North Georgia in the Chattanooga areas. And on the 25th, we'll be at the Lafayette Farmers Market selling our stuff. Our phone number's down in the description, or check us out at wienergreens.com. Because microgreens are like a wiener dog, small but mighty. Y'all have a good day. Whew. All right, 2 more.